Hey everybody, it's your boy Jigga, and I just wanted to take you with me a walk through Bath Beach in St. John. I just basically was walking and decided to share my views with you, so I hope you enjoy. So almost fell down on a tree branch, tree root. So here on location, Bath St. John. This is a site that most people don't come to. Most people at Bath don't come to this site. They stick to the picnic area. They may choose to venture down on this side, but many don't. And we'll take you to the picnic area soon. It's a very beautiful day here in Barbados. And just in the distance there, you can see the picnic area, see the lifeguard hut. Most people don't associate this beauty with the East Coast. I'm sure if I post the pictures, they'll assume it's somewhere on the West Coast. But the sand is absolutely beautiful. The water looks so clean and clear today. Very little seaweed in sight in the water. You can see the seaweed here on the sand, but very little in the water. They're some of the famous rock formations of the reef there. In Bath, you can see that the waves are breaking there on some reefs. And that has led to the formation of this beautiful beach at Bath. The wave energy is dissipated by the coral reefs, which we have to keep alive, we have to keep them healthy. And in turn, the coral reefs help provide us with not only beach material, but they help protect the coastline a lot of times. And then look at this. As I said, most people probably will only come as far as here. A lot of people picnic this side as well. You can see the garbage there. But absolutely stunning. Bath Beach in St. John. I'm gonna keep heading north along the beach. You can see the northern side of the east coast is over there. Pico Tenerife it looks like. Or is that Bathsheba? Could be Bathsheba. Yeah, probably Bathsheba. Watching and laughing at the crabs as they scurry into the sand because this beach is pretty much deserted. It's just me. Unfortunately, we have some litter here, but it's just me on the beach. Who comes to the beach at 11 o'clock, right? Here we see one of the old picnic tables there. People definitely still come this side. Sorry about the motion. You see some fishermen there in the distance. Probably will stop the video before we get there. So down and further north. Figured you wouldn't want to see all of that walking. And so this is Bath Bay. People there relaxing, fishing. Right? So we see the headland over there, which is the piece of land sticking out. That's known as a headland. And this is the bay with the beach. So Bayhead Beach, off St. John. So guess what I stumbled across? This piece of a rocket or something that clearly washed ashore here, and some people lifted it out of the water. It says something space group. Not sure who it belongs to. You get a better look at it here. So clearly some anti-heat properties. Really fascinating. So I guess this section here would detach and break off and fall back down to the water. Very interesting. So there's always treasure hidden in Barbados. Very interesting. So here we are. So I always like coming down here because there are a number of water courses down here. Here you can see basically the effort of rivers. So you can see, try not to go too close, but there's a water course coming down here. And the water is slowed down by seaweed and some sea grapes, but you can see it's still cutting a channel. And you see the wonderful, sorry for my shadow, you see the wonderful effect of the slip-off slopes. You see deposition on one side, erosion on the other side. You see a little bit of braiding there, not quite much, but some braiding. Perfect example here. So the faster current is on the northern side, slower current is on this side, and it switches going down. And it switches down here. You can definitely see some braiding. So very interesting as well. Very interesting. And back to here we can definitely see the seaweed. We see how discolored the water is, which is interesting because you can see it a little bit as it goes out there. But on this side, definitely you can see it matted in the water. The water has this brownish hue to it. Definitely you can see the seaweed just fighting out here, which is interesting because if we go further where we just came from, you don't see that. So there's very little seaweed in the water that way. So definitely it appears as though the seaweed is coming from somewhere in the northern section. Have some dogs here barking at other dogs. So this is the famous, what I call the Mother Frog Rock. Mother Frog Rock. Here it is. So at certain angles, I'm sure you can see it, looks like a frog. And at low tide, I mean it looks like you can cross it now, but at low tide you can normally go across and see there, we see some oceanic series there. Yeah. Alright, so I think this is the end of the beach here. The headland side would be that way, but I don't think we can go that way. So I'm gonna make my way up to the trail and see where I can continue. So this is the end of Bath Beach. Video is recorded at night. So I decided to come a little off the beaten track some more. Still in St. John. Here we are. Welcome to Pothole Spring. Natural way of life. Well, sorta. Clearly pathway that has been made, so not so natural. But it is definitely cooler in here. We are under some towering cabbage palms. It's very still, very quiet. Kudos to those that maintain this area. It's very clean, very little litter around, only natural litter, and very well maintained. So this is where some people go to get a spring bath. And basically, as I was kind of telling you earlier, a spring is where water that was once underground re-emerges above ground. So that's all a spring really is. And Barbados is known to have several springs, and this is just one of them. So we see some ferns. Obviously ferns are cool, shade-loving plants. They don't like so much sunlight. So as I said, we have some coconut trees, we have some cabbage palms, some ginger lilies here, all of them. Some almonds enhancing the environment here. This is usually an area that is almost sacred to the Rastafari. So it says here, please take your trash with you or place it in the trash bin. Let's take care of the earth for future generations, and I believe in that. I stand by that. So this is the spring. So if you're familiar with springs in history, springs and baths kind of are similar in their function. So we see here that this is kind of like a bath setup where you step down into the bathing area, right? And we see very slow trickle of water here leading from the spring. We have obviously some man-made construction here to tap into the spring, and at this time it's very slow trickle. But so there are even some springs. There's a spring like this in Pothouse, and there's also one in by the Jewish synagogue in Bridgetown. So if you take the name Spring Garden, Barbados is no stranger to springs. So this is just about one of the more well-known accessible springs in Barbados. Definitely improved. There's one obviously at Three Houses that people are familiar with as well. And compliments to the Rastafari community for really ensuring that this area is well maintained. It's not really a tourist area. I don't see anybody around, but normally I would ask permission first. So you see they have hammocks and areas for them to relax. So beautiful environment here off the beaten track in St. John, Pothole Springs. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed walking through Bath and Pothouse with me. If you enjoyed watching this video, feel free to hit the like button and drop a comment in the comment section below. It's your boy Jigger. Until next time.